It really is a story. And then over to the right, you've got the temple column, which probably represents this in the temple. And what do you have in the temple? You have a menorah there, right?
Interesting.
Now we've got one, I don't see if you can see it here, but you've got Jacob's ladder is one of the icons that you see that's very common in this. And they use these icons over and over again. So they're important. And they all seem to relate to the Israelites' history.
Now, speaking of importance, okay, so we have gold books and we have lead books. Any clue, any guess as to why some were gold, some were lead?
I would guess it would be more important.
So the more precious books, the creme de la creme stories were in the gold one? And
it may be the Cliff's Notes of the lead books.
Okay, yep.
Or the presentation.
A summary.
Could be the presentation thing. The lead books were bigger, had more real estate to work with, had more pages. Obviously, lead is more available than gold.
Right.
Now, we're getting a metallurgical study done to aid these books.
Maybe who they belong to? Maybe the chief of the tribe had the
Well, knowing the when will tell it. We know the when, we know the where. And that will tell us a lot about the what is in these. So,
and the who.
Yeah, and the who, that's very good. That's right. So we'll be able to tell what the linguistic influence is. So it's a mixture of Hebrew. It is Hebrew, and but you're going to have a mixture. You might have some Arabic or Aramaic mixed in there. That's the main challenge. So here we have the last page of the Gold Book, which is incredibly important because this one mentions the seeds of Zadok. So Zadok, if you remember from your scripture reading, Zadok was the high priest who, what did you call it, ordained? What do they call it who?
Anointed.
Anointed, thank you. Anointed Solomon as king of Israel. Okay, so, and he had his own following, the Zadokite priests, which held sway for centuries. But then you've got all these power groups going. And I hate to tell people this, but they're out for blood. You know, you got the Sadducees, you got the Pharisees, you got the Herodian priests, and they're all scrambling for power. So eventually the Zadok priesthood lost power, and all their books disappeared.
Imagine that.
Yes, that's what happens. Same to the Sadducees. When the power group wins out, they just sort of erase the history of their competitors. Well, one of the things that we know they had was called the Book of Zadok.